Project Fire Buddies is a way for firefighters to create relationships and support for families battling pediatric critical illnesses. Fire Buddies is probably one of the most important things to the community because these kids, when they're diagnosed, the community most of the time will rally behind them for a couple months. When these kids go through this stuff, this is a long process. This is a long fight. It's years on, sometimes it's lifetimes for some of these kids that are part of our organization. By no negative reason for the community, but the next thing comes up, right? And they move on. And when those kids go to school, they're always looked at as the sick kid. They're kind of not included. So now what we've seen and what this has morphed into is the firefighters are embracing these kids and coming over and spending this time, and the community sees it.
Project Fire Buddies is important to the community for a number of different reasons. Part of what we do is we bring gifts. It goes beyond gifts. It symbolizes hope. We're that bright light in their seemingly dark times. And if we can provide that for them and be that source of inspiration and source of hope for that family, it gets them through those times.
Fire Buddies is important to us because they have always taken care of our Lily in her time of need, from when she's needed special needs equipment like her bike that she rides around the neighborhood, or during a long hospital stay. They made sure our family had delicious dinners for a whole week. And probably the biggest moment of all was when they sent her to the Taylor Swift concert. That was life-changing for her. It was really incredible.
There is a lot of ways to help, and there's a way to volunteer on our website. So www.projectfirebuddies.org. Just simply fill out the form. You'll be contacted by Mary Pat, and you could ask her any questions that you would need. There's the gala, of course. We have many events throughout the year. We have lots of golf outings. There's also the monthly donor program. You could just do a one-time donation. You could donate something every single month. The more you donate, the more good days these children get.
Being a firefighter isn't easy. It's a tough job, and they see people on their worst days every day. I feel like this allows firefighters and first responders to do something filled with joy versus seeing people at their worst. I think it's good for them too. Good for my husband as well. He loves getting to visit his fire buddies.
Fire Buddies is important because they took excellent care of my son, and they're a great organization, and we love them. An example of their generosity is my son got to meet Luke Bryan.
These kids are in the fight for their life. Some of them are in a lifelong battle. Some of them are going to be battling unfortunately, for a short time. And we want to create whatever kind of way to give them that hope and inspiration and to look forward to it. So when we're able to provide the $500 baseball bat for this child, he knows that he's going to be back in that batter's box using that bat. We know when we bring a child that is confined to a wheelchair and we are able to bring them a medically assisted bike so they can actually enjoy walks with the family. That's hope. We're giving them freedom. What an honor to do that, to be able to offer that to these children. It's also creating this human connection because the firefighters are bringing it out.
For any nonprofit in the world, funding is always a challenge. And another challenge would be just getting the word out, right? Hopefully finding more kids in need. Our fire buddies are the center of our organization and always will be. Every decision that we make, every idea that we have, it's always how do our fire buddies benefit from that? But we also need to expand to find more kids, right? And that involves money, that involves bringing more chapters in. How do we sustainably grow across the country and even into Canada, because we've had real interest in Canada. Nobody's doing what we're doing. We're the biggest firefighter-run charity that helps kids with critical illnesses in the world.
I hear from all the families that when the rigs go by and they're going to an emergency call, they're out there waving out the window and they're all excited and they're passionate. It's a beautiful thing. It's checking those boxes, it's that inspiration to, I'm going to push a little bit harder today. I'm going to make that extra step and move forward.